this is a good story.
Just Tom Cruise about something?
Okay. So I met Tom Cruise at a friend's wedding, and I said,
Oh, my God.
I had nothing to say to Tom Cruise.
Oh,
so
I
I
had
said,
so much to say.
I said, you made Eyes Wide Shut with Kubrick. And he went, yeah, I did. I said, I heard he shot everything with NASA lenses. So the reason he was able to shoot Barry Lyndon, you know the movie Barry Lyndon with Harvey Keitel, amazing movie.
I never saw it.
It's lit by candle. There's no lights in that movie. He shot it by candlelight. And the reason he was able to make it was because he had the best lenses ever made by humans, which were the NASA lenses that they took to the moon landings.
So that was Hasselblad.
So, Hasselblad?
Yeah, that's the company that made those cameras.
That's the camera, not the lens.
Okay,
Oh, who made the lens?
It says Zeiss Super Speed.
Okay, that makes sense.
okay, so he had these lenses. So Kubrick shot everything with these lenses.
Wow.
Now, here's the question for you.
Yeah.
How did Stanley Kubrick get those lenses? Maybe at the NASA garage sale they had in 1971 where they sold all the stuff on the front lawn. Okay, so the story I got told, which I want to ask you about, is obviously it's the middle of the Cold War, right? And the moon landing was a flex by the Americans. It was a big deal, right? So they rehearsed the shit out of that. Who did they rehearse it with? Well, the best director in the world. So they brought in a young Stanley Kubrick, and he filmed the rehearsals. So they had to rehearse everything before they went up there. So I'm not saying the moon landings didn't happen. I think they definitely did happen.
So who's saying that Stanley Kubrick filmed the rehearsals?
I can't remember who told me this.
That sounds like horseshit.
But,
How did he have the time?
sorry, how did he get the lenses from NASA?
How did he get the lenses?
He definitely had the NASA lenses. He bought them from NASA?
Well, you know,
What are
he was
talking
a
about? He got paid in lenses.
Genius mathematician. You know,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he used to do complex equations in his spare time. Yeah, he was a genius, like a legitimate genius. So he probably had a deep connection to the scientific community, and he probably maintained that all throughout doing 2001. So, you know, Kubrick was the way he would do films was there were so many layers to his films. Like there's so many layers to The Shining, you know.
He said this brilliant thing about movies. He said, if you want to tell a story, make people feel something they don't have a name for. So there's so many bits in The Shining
Yes.